Telling people what to do to improve their lives isn't therapy. It's advice. And that's what coaches do, not therapists. Hey everybody, my name is Leah Benson, and I'm a licensed psychotherapist, coach, and psychedelic guide in Tampa Bay. And today, I'm going to talk to you about why most every therapist seems to be a coach these days, myself included. Just what the difference is, some about where that came from, and what it means for you. Okay, so therapist versus coach. This is actually an age-old debate with lots of arguments and explanations, so I'm gonna just give you my take based on 2 decades of experience. I'll start by sharing something embarrassing. There are times when I think to myself, I need to tell people, hey, you're not ready for therapy with me. You think coaching is gonna solve your problem. And that's not really what you need. Come back when all that coaching hasn't worked, and then you and I can get some things done. I told you it was embarrassing. So anyway, the reason I end up thinking that is because I was trained in and had a long-term depth psychotherapy myself. And in the tradition of depth psychotherapy, if you work with people from a coaching perspective, it means that you are colluding with an idea that symptom management and psychoeducation are therapy. And that what a therapist does is coach people through things that they know will help the patient even before they know the patient or the patient's story. And honestly, I actually agree, because symptom management and psychoeducation are not psychotherapy. They are symptom management and psychoeducation. And if you're asking yourself, well, who are you to say that symptom management and psychoeducation are not what people sometimes need? And who are you to say that it isn't all that someone needs either? You're right to ask, because yeah, who am I to decide whether someone should sign up for therapy or coaching? I'm no one, that's who. I mean, technically, I am licensed to assess psychological struggles and provide a solution, but it's none of my business whether you want to simply address symptoms du jour or dive deeper into building an honest, self-loving self-awareness that allows you to think, act, and relate to others more effectively for the rest of your life. Unfortunately, most people don't know that there's a difference, because starting in the 1970s, a pervasive idea took hold that evidence-based therapies like CBT and EMDR are the best kind of therapies. Insurance companies like them because they're cost-effective, which means they take 2 to 3 months to complete and have their label of evidence-based because your score on some symptom checklist has gone from 20 to 12, even if your life doesn't feel any better in any way that feels meaningful to you. The problem with these evidence-based therapies is that they are literally, explicitly for reducing specific symptoms. The real ways you want your life to feel better are not addressed and, frankly, don't matter. You fill out a form that asks you the severity of specific symptoms you have, and the therapist teaches you mindset and behavioral tools that have been shown in randomized controlled trials, as they say in science speak, to reduce those symptoms and get you a better score on their questionnaire. Now again, I'm not here to tell people which version of help they should be wanting. But I am here to tell people that if all those techniques you learn online, learn from other therapists, or even learn from me don't help you enjoy your life more overall, then what you want is to consider that you actually need psychotherapy with someone who knows how to do long-term, self-exploratory depth psychotherapy. And not all therapists do. They've been brought up in the culture of evidence-based therapies. They expect that their clients will be good and do as they, the coach, want them to do. Have you ever felt frustrated by seeing someone suffer or struggle and thought, if only they would fill in the blank, they'd be fine? Well, coaches masquerading as psychotherapists say that too. Psychotherapists who know what they're doing never think that, because they know that the reason so-and-so isn't just doing fill in the blank is because there's some psychotherapy to be done. And that, in a nutshell, is the difference between psychotherapy and coaching. One is a process of learning tools and protocols to eliminate and manage symptoms, and one helps you learn the process of uncovering the reasons you don't just do the things, or stop doing the things that would make your life better. Hope that clears things up, and I'll see you next time.